Hello everyone, this is Tina. In this video, I'm going to talk about the second way of communication between components in React is child to parent. The child to parent communication, the flow is like what? The data or the state is inside your child, and you also want to get a thing in your parent. The data from child to parent component can be passed through callback. Callback what? Callback, simple word, function, okay? Callback function. We can achieve this by following steps. First, we create a callback function in the parent component and pass it to child through props. And then in the child component, we can call this method, use props.callback function name from child to pass data as an argument. Okay. So let's give an example to follow the steps. Okay. Here in my source code, I already have a folder. So here I'm going to use file, create a new file called father, F-A-T-H-E-R, father.tsx. Then I will have another one which is called son.tsx. Okay, RFC. And then what's going to happen? So in my son, I will have what should I do? I will have a counter. Let's use a count. Okay, count, set a count. Okay, which is equals what? Equals use state dot 0. Okay, and in my sum, I will do is here have h1, have a sum, and have a count, and then here I will have also a button, and here we'll have a +1. Okay, and then here we'll have on click. On click is something set count +1. Okay, so this is my sum. So now my state is where? My state is in the sum. Okay, and for the father, why it is called a father is because inside h1, inside the father, I'm going to have a sum inside here. Guys, take a look at. So the relationship between father and son is what? Parent-child, because son is inside the father. So here, son is a child of father. And now the situation is what? I want to pass this count to the father. So as if we take a look at our son, this functional component, you will see what you will. From this sum, you will not see any relationship between father, because here all the code inside the sum is not related to your father. It's just self-sufficient. What should I call it? So everything is related to this count, right? Like display the count on click. So from sum, you have no idea what is son's father. We have to go through the father component. Oh, the son is a child of father, right? So now, how can son pass the data to the father? We have to go through the at least props when it work, because in the sum don't have father. How can I pass through props, right? Then we have to go through steps as mentioned earlier. Create a callback function in the parent. Pass it to the child using props. Okay. So what do we do is in our code here we'll create a callback. Callback is what? A function. Okay. You can say callback. It should be more meaningful. Okay. We can say get data. Okay. What do I want? I want data is a number, which is a count. Okay, number is a number type. Number type, okay. We can call data, okay. Console log, what's the in parent, in father component, okay. The data is being received is called the data, okay. Now we will pass second one is you define in your parent, then pass this callback function to the son as props. So I will call onGetData, okay? And we're equals to what? Equals getData. Okay? Then in the sum, I can get this function, right? So in the sum, I will have a props called onGetData. And you should have a type called the props type. Okay, TYP, right? Then I will define a props type. You can also define it here, okay? It's going to be long if I define it here. onGetData. You can do like this way, which has data is a number. This part is actually what? This part is actually this one. You can just copy this part and then take a look at what's being returned in the function body. Function body return nothing, so you just give what? So here you just give void. Then it's going to be a type of that function. Okay, then here I can do is what? Have a button here and send data from son to parent, okay, which is a father. Okay, so here on click can do what? onGetData, because it's a function. Okay, on click need to have function. So I'll give a function. What's the here has problem because onGetData I have to pass the data, right? I have to pass the data. So in order to pass data, what do I want to pass? I want to pass a count. But if here we only have arrow because onClick must be a function, so we have to do like this way. Okay, you have a function. Yes, I have a function. Then I have to also pass my customized parameters. Okay, so we are done. Let's do a test. See here. No, I forgot to change my app. Okay, app. I'll remove this one. Then I will give my father. Okay. Okay. Then I will have so here when I son, you will get everything. Okay. And when I send the data from son to father, you will see here I will get a 12. Okay. So if I modify and you will see so this is how we change the data how we pass data from child to parent. Okay, in the parent you have a callback function. In the callback function, you after you define callback function in the parent, you pass to the son through props. And in the son props, you can decide what you want to do for this callback function. Okay, for us is click this button, you will do it. And probably you will say, oh, Tina, I don't want to display here. I don't want to display here. I want to display next to my father. In this case, then we have to do what? In this case, because here this data is in this function. If you cannot display it here because this function data is a local variable, you cannot display here. Then you have to do another thing here. You have to make this one to be a state, like a number, set number equals what? Use state. I will give 0. Okay. Then what you will do is here. Once you get the data, you will set a number equals what? Data. Okay, and in the father, you will do what? You will do is a number. Then you can display in the parent now. Okay. So my bad. Goes here. Now both are 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not being changed, right? Once I click send data from son to father, you'll get it changed. See here. And click, it's going to be changed. So that is how it works. Okay, if you want display in father too, you also need to make it to be a state. And when we retrieve the data, you set the number to be here. Okay. That's it for this video. We covered about child pass data to parent, which is through the callback function. The callback function going to be passed to the child through props. Okay. Then in the son, which is in the child component, you have to invoke that function. Then the parent will get the data. Okay. And if you want display data, you also need to have a state to maintain the state of the data you received in order to display in the parent. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.